Good. A little higher, a little higher. Good, just like that. Good. Good. Up. Slow, slow, slow. Good. Slow. Good. Good. Good job, brother. Go. Okay, partials, partials, go. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good, good job. Okay, so what we're doing is this awesome standing curl machine. This is called Total Arms. You guys have seen a lot of athletes use this use this equipment in my gym. And this is a great piece of Panada equipment. And the great thing about it is it's got a lot of adjustability for not just bicep, but for tricep too. And this is something that he's using back home in Dubai. And Rudy Panada, shout out to him for making such a great piece of equipment. And I know that I might have mentioned this before, but really what the great thing about this is it creates a lot of tension and through the entire range of motion. And it's almost similar to a drag curl where you're bringing it closer to your body. And you have the ability to actually change up the different handles. When this machine first came out, actually I saw it at Ursa, and myself, Eduardo Panada, we got together and I've asked them to make it adjustable, and they were able to do that. So they're making more pieces of different handles with different functionality for this particular machine, but originally it came with just one handle. And now it has a cambered handle as well as a straight bar. We're working on some other pieces that are coming out, but the cool thing about it is just that conversation sparked a relationship, and that's one of the reasons why we started to work on the Panada gym here at the Evagen headquarters. Come to the light right here. This is the light. And right now it's good. Good job. Tip for you guys. If you guys can get a good essential amino acid product, sip it during the workout. Not only will it hydrate you because it's going to have electrolytes, but it's also going to be able to help with that anti-catabolic effect through the workout. So again, what I like to do is have my athletes mix it with carbs when they have higher carb days. When they're dieting for shows, no carbs are added, but go ahead and at your discretion. If you're trying to get shredded, I would keep away from the extra carbs, but if you're trying to put on that exercise, add them in. Good. Good. Good stretch, curl. Good. 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 There you go, good. Pause the top. Good. Stretch the bottom. Good, a little higher. Good, 2 more like that, 2 more. Squeeze, higher. Slow, one more. Up, squeeze. Hold it. Good job.
I love this one.
Yeah, it's a really good machine. Very good stretch. Good stretch. All right, guys, we're doing these Panada stretch curls. So we're using a Panada machine. You can use any machine that is basically set up so that you can do curls like this. Really want to bring able to go back and stretch and drive it up. Good. Stretch, contract. Good. You don't want to go too heavy on this because you still want to be able to get a good rep range of about 8 to 15, 8 to 12. You don't want to go below 8. Higher. Good. Now we're going to do partials. Go. 1. Okay, cut it. Cut the weight. 99. Good. Do a little drop set here. Good. Go. Good. Squeeze. Good. Good. There you go. 2 more. Up. Okay. 1 more. All the way. Curl. Good job. So guys, remember, especially if you're not hitting that rep range and you might have been a little too heavy, you're not getting a lot of time under tension from getting into that 8 to 15 range. If you're starting to get 8 and you're not feeling the connectivity, cut the weight, do a drop set. If you're turning around and you want to be able to go to that 12 range and you need that extra type of tension and you really want to take that intensity to the next level, that's when you throw in the 3 to 5 extra partials. Squeeze it. Good. Good job. Good. All right, so exercise 1 for triceps. I love rope push downs. Helps warm up the elbows, get some blood in the triceps. Really good for before you're doing the heavier compounded movements. Pump solid, dude. Pump solid. Let's go. Good. All right, we're doing an overhead pinata press. Good. Keep going. Keep going. One more. That's a good weight. Slow. Okay. All right, guys. So we're on the pinata total arm. Again, we switched it to be able to use triceps. Now, this is a different type of exercise. It's not a conventional exercise. It's a push down, but it's a push forward. So it kind of simulates a bit of almost a dip slightly, but you're also getting something similar to a push down that you would do on a cable machine. So the nice thing about it is that you can kind of push slightly forward. There you go. And you get different tension, time under tension, versus a actual just basic cable machine. Good. You feeling it? Good, go. Squeeze. Get that tricep. Good. Drive down. Slowly on the way up, slowly. Stretch, drive. Good. Down. One more. Down. Squeeze. Good job. Good. So obviously we're not going crazy hard because he just got done with his show a couple of days ago. One of the mistakes a lot of athletes make is that they go in too hard and your body's depleted, your body fat's low, you're actually coming back from a dehydrated state. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you're easing into your training. Your pumps should be great because the sodium levels are back up, your carbs are back up, but you still do not want to go 100% because you have a bit of fragility. So you're like still fragile to a degree. You know, if you start to go train super heavy, you have a likelihood of tearing muscles. So what you want to do is really focus on that pump and the squeeze and the time under tension, and decide, especially if you're doing a rebound, how the macros are going to help you grow into your next phase of your growth cycle. Good. Squeeze your chest. Good. Front latch breath. Good. That's really good. Front latch breath.
That's the worst of the triceps.
Squeeze your chest. Yeah, because look how full you are. Squeeze.